Your brain is designed to keep you exactly where you are. Not because it hates you, but because it thinks staying small will keep you alive. Every time you try to level up, there's a part of you that pulls the emergency brake. And most people never realize they are fighting their own mind. Today, we are going to expose the hidden system inside your head that's been blocking your growth for years. Here's the thing, nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't care about your dreams. It cares about your survival. And to your brain, anything unfamiliar feels like a threat. This is called the comfort zone mechanism. It's not laziness, it's biology. Thousands of years ago, trying something new could get you killed. Wandering into unknown territory meant predators. Breaking from the tribe meant isolation. So your ancestors who stayed cautious survived. And their nervous systems got passed down to you. Fast forward to today. You are not running from lions, but your brain still operates like you are. When you think about starting that business, switching careers, or betting on yourself, your nervous system screams danger. Your heart races. Your thoughts spiral. You feel anxiety, and you interpret that feeling as a sign to stop. But here's what's actually happening. Your brain is confusing growth with danger. The discomfort you feel isn't a warning. It's just your system encountering something it doesn't recognize. That nervousness before a big opportunity. That's not fear of failure. That's your biology trying to keep you in a pattern it knows. And most people obey that feeling their entire lives. Now let's go deeper. There's another reason your brain blocks growth. And this one is psychological. You have a self-image, a story about who you are, and your mind will do anything to protect that story, even if that story is limiting you. Let me give you an example. There was a woman named Rachel who worked in customer service for 12 years. She was smart, capable, and everyone told her she should apply for management. But every time the opportunity came up, she found a reason not to. Too busy. Not ready. Bad timing. One day, her friend asked her a simple question. Rachel, who do you think you are? And Rachel realized something. Deep down, she saw herself as someone who follows, not someone who leads. That identity felt safe, familiar, comfortable. Her brain wasn't afraid of the job. It was afraid of becoming someone new. Because if she became a manager, she'd have to let go of the version of herself she'd been protecting. And that felt like losing herself. This happens to everyone. You tell yourself you are not a public speaker, so you avoid the stage. You tell yourself you are not a risk taker, so you never make the move. You build an identity, and then you become a prisoner to it. Your brain would rather keep you consistent than let you grow, because growth means change, and change means becoming unfamiliar to yourself. That's terrifying to the mind. So it creates resistance. It creates doubt. It creates every excuse in the book to keep you locked in the person you have always been, even if that person is smaller than who you could become. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Let's talk about success. You'd think your brain would love success, right? Wrong. Your brain can actually reject success if it doesn't match your internal program. There's a story about Jim Carrey that explains this perfectly. Before he became one of the biggest stars in the world, he was broke, struggling, sleeping in a van. But he had this wild visualization practice. He wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He carried it in his wallet. He imagined it real. Years later, he got paid exactly that amount for a film. But here's what he said in an interview. He talked about how success felt strange, almost wrong, because for so long his normal was struggle. His identity was the underdog. When abundance showed up, his mind didn't know how to process it. This is called the unfamiliarity effect. Your brain has a set point, a level of success, income, and happiness it considers normal. And when you go above that set point, your mind gets uncomfortable. It doesn't feel right. So subconsciously, you start self-sabotaging to return to what feels familiar. People who grow up in lack often struggle to hold onto wealth, not because they are bad with money, but because wealth doesn't feel like home. People who have never been in healthy relationships often sabotage good partners, not because they don't want love, but because drama feels more normal than peace. Your brain will literally reject the good thing because it's unfamiliar. That's how powerful your internal programming is. You are not afraid of failure. You are afraid of a success that doesn't match the story you have been living. And until you change that story, your brain will keep pulling you back. So here's the powerful truth. Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. Protect you. Keep you safe. Maintain consistency. But protection and growth can't coexist. You have to choose. The people who break through aren't smarter. They are not more talented. They have just learned to override the system. They have trained their minds to see discomfort as progress. They have expanded their identity on purpose. They have made unfamiliar feel familiar by repetition. You can't wait until you feel ready, because your brain will never give you that signal. Ready is not a feeling. It's a decision. Growth will always feel uncomfortable. The question is, are you willing to be uncomfortable on purpose? Every successful person you admire has the same brain you do, same wiring, same survival instincts. The only difference is they stopped letting their biology make their decisions. They acknowledged the fear and moved anyway. They felt the resistance and pushed through it. They rewired themselves one choice at a time. Your brain will always try to keep you small. That's its job. Your job is to grow anyway. So where does that leave you? Right here, right now, with a choice. You can let your brain run the show and stay exactly where you are, or you can take back control and become who you are capable of being. Growth isn't supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel unfamiliar. That's the signal you are moving in the right direction. Stop waiting for confidence. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for it to feel right. It never will. Not at first. The people who win are the ones who act despite the discomfort. They train their minds like muscles. They expose themselves to the unfamiliar until it becomes familiar. They rewrite their identity one decision at a time. Your brain will resist. Let it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the doubt and move forward. Feel the discomfort and know that's exactly where transformation lives. Because on the other side of that resistance is the version of you that you have been avoiding. The one who's bigger, bolder, unrecognizable to who you are today. That version is waiting. But it won't come to you. You have to go to it. And the only way there is through the very discomfort your brain keeps trying to protect you from. So stop fighting for comfort. Start fighting for growth. Your brain might resist, but your future self will thank you.